So AI is going to fix all my problems in real estate. Great. Good afternoon. So part of the fun of my channel is reading articles that are absolutely ridiculous. Like, just you read them and you're like, who wrote this and why and what are you trying to accomplish? And today we're going to take a look at an article. Another thing I like to do is look at it from a historical perspective. So this article came out quite a while ago. I think it came out in September of 2021 about how great AI was and how it was going to revolutionize real estate sales and the industry itself. So let's take a look at this and see where it goes. I tried something a little different. I tried to put my notes on a different setup, so don't make fun of me if it goes poorly. So here we go. It says artificial intelligence is taking over real estate. Here's what that means for homebuyers. And I'll tell you what that means for homebuyers. Absolutely nothing. This was written in September 17th of 2021. So let's go through it. Okay. It says, brick and mortar real estate may seem like the only tangible thing left in an increasingly virtual world, but it is too being taken over by artificial intelligence. It's not. Some of the biggest names in the business, such as Compass, Zillow, and Loansnap, are now applying AI to help find buyers the perfect mortgage and the perfect home. And for real estate agents like me, it may be a game changer. It's not. Most real estate data is public, and from land records to title documents, purchase price, and even mortgage liens. The trouble was that it was an onerous process to go to local offices and obtain all the information. Not anymore. Computer algorithms can now go look through millions of documents in seconds, looking through property values, debt values, home renovations, and even some of the homeowner's personal information. And so I wrote, look, it seems like it's a violation of privacy. And what we used to call these things are anyway is life events. These are reasons why you sell or buy a house. It's like divorce, death, marriage. I mean, these things have been public record forever. It's not new. It's not new. And they say the biggest names in the business. Loansnap is a startup. Compass didn't exist 10 years ago. And Zillow, okay, I'll give you Zillow. So the article starts off wrong. All right. It's not starting off well. And so it says at Loansnap, a San Francisco-based mortgage lender, AI is used in various steps of the mortgage process, from finding the perfect loan type for a borrower to finding the right investor for the loan. And what that's called, ladies and gentlemen, is a mortgage broker. Like, that's what they do. That's literally their job. Why do we need AI? It's faster. So what? I mean, finding a loan for someone takes like 10 minutes. That's not the hard part of the job at all. It's qualifying somebody for a mortgage. That's the problem. They need to earn income and have good credit. First, the borrower's financial information is put in. Then the system takes all that information, forecasts it out into the future, and looks at thousands and thousands of options, said Carl Jacob, the CEO of Loansnap. That's different ways of paying off debt, different loan options. And this is one of the first times AI has been turned into something that helps consumers versus harms consumers. That's great and all that AI is used for good, but this is all under the assumption that a person's credit is good. They have a stable income and that the housing market is either rising or stable. Good luck doing this when the market tanks. And I'm not saying it's going to tank tomorrow, but good luck with this. Jacob admits that pretty much every company now claims to use AI in some respect, but that not all are really applying it to its full potential. 95% of it's rhetoric, right? It's a popular term. People glom onto things like that and say, oh yeah, we use AI too. AI is actually machines thinking and or looking at possibilities that would not have been looked at before. And it's like, in real estate, we use the word tech to mean something nebulous. We do it on purpose. This frightens other agents into thinking we have an advantage over them. Watch national brokerages. About every 2 weeks, someone will come up with a new tech platform that is designed to be miles ahead of anyone else. Great for recruiting. A year or so later, a new one is introduced. It's kind of like the GM model for cars back in the day. Every year it was the same car, but maybe you add chrome here or there, change the headlights, and stuff like that. So AI can be helpful for borrowers, but it also seems like the holy grail for real estate agents hunting for listings in today's ultra-competitive housing market. The supply of homes for sales hit several record lows since the start of the pandemic, with buyer demand suddenly took off. Agents are desperate to find new listings, and AI is providing a new entrance. It's not the holy grail for real estate agents. Remember that story I told you about the agent in Canada that went to a friend's house and asked her what she was going to do with the house after her mother passed away days earlier? That's exactly the same thing as AI finding someone who died, someone who got divorced, etc. These people already get hundreds of calls and letters from agents. It's not new, and AI isn't going to change anything. It says the traditional agent would go knock on doors of a lot of homes. Now AI helps you find the homes that are most likely to sell in the next 12 months. And it does so by triangulating all the data associated with the home, not just the home, but like when the home last sold, how long the owner has occupied the home, what rate the home sells at in the particular area, said Joseph Sharash, Chief Technology Officer at Compass, a real estate brokerage. This is the biggest name in the business, they said earlier, and now they're explaining what Compass is. It says AI triangulates all that information to predict which home is likely to come for sale. So the agent can now approach the homeowner, offer his or her service, and have a much higher probability. Notice they don't talk about death, divorce, life events, babies being born, things of that nature. They leave it strictly to the house, but I can guarantee you that the first ones that we used to have, 10 years ago, had all that information as part of the algorithm. By the way, the algorithm's proprietary, so they won't tell you what's actually in it. So even if there was these things that I'm telling you that are in it, they would say that it's not, or that they don't know, or that they can't tell you because it's trade secret. It says, Saras said Compass agents have a 94% higher chance of winning a potential listing they target with AI than not. Agents can supposedly price the home more exactly and target marketing more specifically. And so I just wanted to go over that. This is totally BS. No AI is going to tell you what the inside of a home looks like and give you an accurate price based on the market. It's not going to happen. And sales doesn't work this way. You don't walk up to a house, ask, hey, is the dead person's family still living here? Because I've got news for you. Your house is worth X. You're never getting that sale. Try that one time, try it 10 times. It's not going to work, and you're going to look like an idiot. It says, now we go into this one. It says, Zillow recently upgraded its popular home prices estimate, claiming it now uses neural networks or machine learning comparable to how the brain works. In the case of the Zestimate algorithm, the neural network model correlates home facts, locations, housing market trends, and home values. As a result of the update, the Zestimate can now react more quickly to dynamic market conditions, providing homeowners with a more accurate estimate of a home's current value. The company is now incorporating this new learning into its direct cash offer home buying business, Zillow Offers. So far, the estimate is an initial cash offer on about 900,000 eligible homes in 23 markets. With this latest update and increased Zestimate accuracy, the number of homes eligible for a cash offer will likely increase by 30%, according to the release. And how did that work out? How did the AI work out for Zillow Offers? Let's see here. It says, this was in November. It says, Zillow to shutter home buying business and lay off 2,000 employees as big real estate bet falters. The company will take a write-down of more than $500 million related to its shutdown. So how did that really work? How did the AI really work in that case, right? So it says AI is not doing anything that traditional research couldn't accomplish. That's right. But it is a name, and it does say something. So if you say AI, it sounds impressive. It does accelerate the process dramatically, which in a fast-moving and ultra-competitive market is crucial to these businesses. And I would just say it's not crucial to these businesses in any way. The bottlenecks are not by the technology. The bottlenecks are by the hoops that you have to jump through in real life to get something done. It's got nothing to do with AI, and making it go faster isn't helping. It says AI allows you to go to the self-driving dimension, which is AI outsources the heavy lifting that's associated with real estate transactions, the complex data, compliance, the paperwork, the finding of a home. It doesn't help you find a home. The negotiation doesn't help with that, and it doesn't help with the offers. I think that really makes a transaction go much faster. It is simpler, and it's often cheaper, said Sharash. Yeah, AI, cheaper as in higher margins and getting rid of personnel. That doesn't make it better. Cheaper does not make it better. Get rid of all your loan officers. Get rid of all the mortgage brokers. Do you think that the business is going to be better? Do you think the customer response is going to be better? It's not in any way, but you can go ahead and market that. It says, with this speed, he said, artificial intelligence can conquer the most human component of any real estate transaction, stress. Yeah, AI isn't fixing the stress part on a buyer looking to buy a house in a stupid hot market, and it isn't fixing the stress on the seller either. So then I wanted you to see like some of these places like Compass. Okay, Compass's net loss for 2021 was 494 million, and it was 175 million for the fourth quarter. I mean, this company doesn't even make money. They lose net losses. They're being backed by Wall Street fat cats. Okay. I don't care about the agents at Compass. They're good people. But this idea that this particular brokerage has figured out AI to such an extent that they have some sort of advantage in the marketplace is ridiculous. And then we go over to Loansnap. Loansnap is not the only startup trying. By the way, this is a well-established name in the CNBC article. It says Loansnap is not the only startup trying to tackle the mortgage industry, but Jacob says his company is different. Loansnap isn't just looking to move the process online or make it faster, although the software does look to close loans in 15 days. It hopes to leave the consumer in a better financial situation than when they started. Well, what happens when you put the algorithm in there so that it finds the most expensive loan for the buyer, and it hides it in all that data? What are you going to do then? See, that's where it gets really iffy. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen in real life right now. I'm just saying the potential for it to happen in the AI situation is even higher. And very rarely do you ever need to close in 2 weeks. If you do, something's wrong. Like our normal contract, the inspection period isn't even over for 21 days. So it makes no sense. And what I wanted to say is, it says the startup services are currently available in 21 states. Loansnap originates the loans itself. Jacob says that keeping the entire process within the company allows for a quick approval timeline. The company currently issues loans for mortgages, refinances, and home equity lines of credit. Jacob says that Loansnap was able to save its user $35 million last year by transferring their payments to one smart loan, which is like home equity lines of credits and things of this nature, getting rid of credit card debt, and $16 million so far in 2021. Here's the line, though. The company expects to be profitable by the end of this year. This is another company that's not profitable, that we're talking about how great the AI is for it. And it's ridiculous. I mean, I get the sense that companies are using technology to market their viability, but it has nothing to do with the actual success in real estate. They're saying, hey, look at this shiny thing, buy it. And then nobody is critically asking the question, is it needed in the marketplace? Do I need to close a loan in 14 days? No, I don't. Do I need to use a computer AI to find the right mortgage package for my buyer? No. Do I need AI to find the perfect house for my buyer? It's not going to happen. Do I need AI to find the person that died down the street and to go walk over there and say, hey, I'm sorry that you're dead. Can you please sell me your house? Let me list it for you. I mean, they're coming up with solutions to problems that real estate agents like myself and real estate brokers don't have. We don't have any of these problems. This is not the problem in real estate right now. And I'm pretty surprised at how quickly. I mean, look, this is in CNBC. CNBC means business. So it must be true. It must be accurate. AI is going to change. It's the holy grail for real estate agents. It's a bunch of malarkey. I don't know. What do you think? Are you guys using AI to get more leads? Are you selling more houses because of AI? Is your tech platform doing it for you? Or do you still have to do everything in the process? Is it still a people business? Do you still have to negotiate and talk to people and, I mean, be human, basically? Put those answers in the comment section. I'd like to hear it. Sorry, I'm a little spicy, but I feel like I'm just being lied to in an article. And I feel like so many people read that. So many people have no idea what they're talking about, no idea what they're doing. Read that article and then they try to apply it to the real business. And it's not the way it is. So with that, I'm going to head on out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I'll catch you on the next one.